Yeah, so I think to start it would be good just to chat about this space and how that affects your rehearsals and your performance, because I know that space is very important to the sound of your work, but also, you know, the other works that you're performing, and to what extent, I guess, this space affects the way you play and what you choose to play.
Yeah, well, I mean, the room is another instrument, isn't it? You think about how it's going to affect the sound of what we play, and it alters the pieces we choose to play. Yeah, you know, it's one of the great variables about playing live.
Your relationship with someone like Steve Reich or some of your other influences, someone like Penderecki, who you obviously worked with.
Yeah, I don't know, my relationship with him is very unreal. I mean, I was very starstruck, obviously. Penderecki's great because he looks exactly how you want a composer to be. It's sort of the beard and slightly overweight and and a sort of childlike twinkle in his eyes. He's amazing, and still composing great music. And he's a big influence on me because of his relationship with electronic music. Basically, in the 60s, went and studied all there was to learn about how to use electronics in music, and then decided that he could get all the same sounds out of an orchestra. So he turned his back on it, and then went to an orchestra and said, well, we can do white noise, and we can do all of these effects and sounds, and they're going to be more interesting. You know, a lot of things I try and do are trying to emulate, you know, laptop effects and electronics today. I just think it's a very modern way to work, which is, you know, as modern as it was when he was doing it in the 60s.
And I was wondering, as I watched you guys rehearsing, what's the dynamic like, kind of having the composer performing with you guys, and, you know, having a conductor and the composer all in one space? Does that, you know?
I mean, I think as performers, it's the one thing that really excites Robert and me, because it's a very live process. You get to work on the piece right up until the last minute and ask the composer certain questions and try things out and experiment, and it's a real luxury.
Does it feel different to kind of sit in and on some of your own pieces, and then to be removed and to kind of watch other people perform them throughout the night?
Yeah, it feels very awkward. It feels every piece sounds very long. Everything sounds about half an hour longer than it really is. But I get very fired up when I hear very simple ideas on paper that suddenly come to life, and they put all this music into it. It's such a strange thing that you can put music into an envelope and post it to somebody, and it be reproduced and be obviously much better and come to life. I guess it's like sending a script or anything else, you know. It's depending on the actors and the players, and you're kind of sitting through an awkward play that you've written and you hope it's going to be all right, but the dialogue is made by the actors, really.
So I heard earlier that you will often kind of rehearse, and that a small idea will kind of come out, and you might then take that and almost perform it live.
Yeah, I've certainly had the luxury of trying stupid ideas out with them, and some of them have been fruitful and some of them have been just embarrassing to sit through, and it's interesting luxury to have. And yeah, they've kind of spawned pieces for sure, and also spawned, you know, contents of waste paper bins, but that's good too, you know. Yeah, it's just exciting. It's just I'm used to so much music that begins with a push of a button and just is reliably going to sound like the last time you press that button, and that's fine and can be great if there's, you know, good recorded music. But it's just very interesting to me when there's none of that. There's nothing reliable about it, other than, you know, how people are going to play, and that suddenly seems strange to me.
Yeah.
And I find that really interesting. They're not just, you know, presets on a keyboard. It's a real violinist standing there. You know, it's amazing, and the sounds that they can make with their instruments, you know, are worth hearing. you.